तन किसी का है दिया।
मैं नहीं मेरा नहीं, तन किसी का है दिया।
अपने पास है वह धन किसी का है दिया।
जो भी अपने पास है वह धन किसी का है दिया।
मैं नहीं मेरा नहीं, यह तन किसी का है दिया।
मैं नहीं मेरा नहीं, यह धन किसी का है दिया।
देने वाले ने दिया वह भी दिया किस शान से।
देने वाले ने दिया वह भी दिया किस शान से।
देने वाले ने दिया वह भी दिया किस शान से।
देने वाले ने दिया वह भी दिया किस शान से।
मेरा है यह लेने वाला, कह उठा अभिमान से।
मेरा है यह लेने वाला, मैं उठा अभिमान से।
मेरा यह कहने वाला मन किसी का है दिया।
मेरा यह कहने वाला मन किसी का है दिया।
मैं नहीं मेरा नहीं, यह तन किसी का है दिया।
मैं नहीं मेरा नहीं, यह तन किसी का है दिया।
धन किसी का है दिया।
धन किसी का है दिया। हरि शरणं 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 हरि हम है रमण बिहारी के। रमण बिहारी के ठाकुर हमरे रे रमण बिहारी। हम है रमण बिहारी के ठाकुर हमरे रमण बिहारी। हम है रमण बिहारी के साधु सेवा धर्म हमारा। साधु सेवा धर्म हमारा। साधु सेवा धर्म हमारा। साधु सेवा धर्म हमारा। कामन दुनियादारी से। कामन दुनियादारी से। कामन दुनियादारी से। कामन दुनियादारी से।
ठाकुर हमारे रमण बिहारी। हम है रमण बिहारी की।
ठाकुर हमारे रमण बिहारी। हम है रमण बिहारी के
ठाकुर हमारे रमण बिहारी। हम है रमण बिहारी की।
ठाकुर हमारे रमण बिहारी। हम है रमण बिहारी के
साधु सेवा धर्म हमारा।
साधु सेवा धर्म हमारा।
साधु सेवा धर्म हमारा।
साधु सेवा धर्म हमारा।
कामन दुनियादारी से।
कामन दुनियादारी से।
कामन दुनियादारी से।
कामन दुनियादारी से।
ठाकुर हमारे रमण बिहारी। हम है रमण बिहारी की।
ठाकुर हमारे रमण बिहारी। हम है रमण बिहारी के
ठाकुर हमारे रमण बिहारी। हम है रमण बिहारी की।
ठाकुर हमारे रमण बिहारी। हम है रमण बिहारी के
ठाकुर हमारे रमण बिहारी। हम है रमण बिहारी की।
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुरु सुधारी। बरनउ रघुबर विमल जसु जो दायकु फलचारी। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर। जय कपीसतिहु लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा। अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी। कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतई सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माही जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज संहारो आपे तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों जुग पर ताप तुम्हारा है पर सिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय।
सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा,
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
भारतीय संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा, ज्ञान और विज्ञान यहीं से सबने पाया सारा, सबने पाया सारा। कुछ भूलों से हारा फिर से जीते देश हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
Jai Shri Krishna. A very warm welcome to all the participants. On behalf of Gita Parivar, I, Tanushree Mehta, welcome you all on today's interpretation session of 4th chapter, 4th part of 11th chapter, Vishwarupa Darshan Yoga. Today is in the session, is on the slokas you learned this week, and it will enlighten you with the deeper meaning of yoga, of vision of universal form. Now it's time for the prayer. For the prayer, is considered to be the integral part of the culture and practice centuries all over the world. Today, we have Sheetal Munimji from Surat, Gujarat, joined Gita Parivar in January 2022, completed education till BCA, serving as technical assistant in all the 4 levels, completed all the 4 levels as Sadhak and rejoined L1. Welcome, Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna, everybody. Vasudevasutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnau Vande Jagadgurum Shri Krishnau Vande Jagadgurum. Jai Shri Krishna, everybody.
Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you for the melodious and divine prayer. Now it's time for the Deep Prajalan. Deep Prajalan, lightening of the lamp, this represents hope and prosperity. Today we have Kusumji from Mumbai, housewife, joined Gita Parivar in 2019, serving as group coordinator and technical assistant in various batches. Welcome, Didi.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृतां कलहंसकृतां वरदां शारदां नुमः।
Thank you, Didi, for the divine deep prajalan. An important announcement that the new L1 batch starts from 15 September. So encourage your friends, relatives to join Gita Parivar and learn the clear pronunciation of the Bhagavad Gita. Now the most anticipated and the most awaited part of today's session, our distinguished speaker, Shraddha Raodeo ji, joined Gita Parivar in August 2020, disciple of Swami Govind Dev Giri ji Maharaj, learning Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā classes from past 9 years and serving as a senior trainer in various batches, examiner, Vivechak, class monitoring team associated with Bal Gokulam, Hyderabad over 8 years to inculcate Indian values and Hindu scriptures kids over 5 years. Welcome, Didi. It's our honor to welcome you, Didi. Jai Shri Krishna, Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna, Didi. Jai Shri Krishna, Tanushree ji, and very nice to see all of you. A very warm welcome to all of you. And we will be soon starting with our last part of this revision session. A beautiful journey we've had so far. And before going ahead with the journey, let's do the prarthana. Hari Om. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmani Pranatah Kleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Vathaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavatam Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Krathitam Purana Muninam Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Ratavarshini Bhagavati Mashtadashatyayini Amba Tvamanusandagami Bhagavad-gītē Bhavatveshini. Om Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Krishnaya Namaha. So we are on a beautiful journey. In itself, Bhagavad Gita ji is extremely beautiful. It's a beautiful experience, traveling through different shlokas of Bhagavad Gita. Every time, recently I was reading a book and it very beautifully had a description of Bhagavad Gita being an ocean of happiness, an ocean of knowledge. And every time, every shlok that we read, it fills us our lives with so much enthusiasm. It fills our heart with so much happiness. It's like a wave of happiness. Every shloka that you read, it will give a new wave of happiness in us. And this entire experience we have lived this experience through this entire chapter. Every chapter, every shloka is a beautiful description of the Vishwarup. And we have seen different emotions of Arjun throughout this chapter, how he wanted to, first he was Darshanakanksha, he wanted to see the Vishwarup. He was blessed with the Divya Drishti and has seen so many immense things beyond his imagination he has seen in this beautiful Vishwarup. A very humongous figure. He has been through the emotions of extreme happiness, extreme surprise, extreme awe, and full scared also, full of dreadful visions also he has seen in this entire journey. Going through this rock and roll journey through of emotions, now he is at a point, until the last session we saw, he has come to a point where he has realized that the Krishna that I know is not just Krishna himself. He's Paramatma. He's much beyond what I have ever thought. He's much beyond my imaginations. I don't even deserve to be called a friend of him. I don't even deserve to be called a cousin. I am nowhere. How could I do this audacity of calling him my friend Sakheti. I call you Sakhe. I call you Kana. I call you by so many names. And we were at that point where he was expressing his profound misery over the fact that I have called this Parampita Paramatma with such different names. Sakheti Matva Prasamaya Duktam. He Krishna, He Yadav, He Sakheti. Ajanata Mahimhananta Vedam Maya Pramadat Pranayena Vapi. He has very clearly stated that whatever I did, I am extremely sorry I did this out of what? Out of sheer carelessness. This was because of my ignorance that I ended up saying these things to you, doing this thing to you, and not just saying. I have also done this sin of behaving wrongly with you in an inappropriate manner through our different things, because they are cousins. They have a special relationship also, and through that they have been throughout their lives, they have been together. And there he expresses yacha vahasartham satkritosi vihar shayyasana bhojaneshu एकोऽथवाप्यच्युत तत्समक्षं तत्क्षामये त्वामहमप्रमेयम्. How I have behaved with you while walking, while strolling, how I have behaved with you. I didn't deserve to, even walk with you. I didn't deserve your company at all. At certain point of time, he is also thinking, did I even deserve your company? And I was so lucky to get the company of Parampita Paramatma, and oh my God, what I have done out of my sheer ignorance. I have misbehaved with you. When we were alone, eko, athava, even when in front of others also, tat samakshan, in front of others also, hey Achyut, I have done this paap of misbehaving with you. You have to forgive me for this. Tat kshamaye tvamaham aprameyam. Please forgive me for all that I have done, hey Krishna. This intense love that they had for each other, we are witnessing through these beautiful shlokas. And further, Arjun continues pleading for his forgiveness and also describing his divinity, Krishna's divinity and might. A beautiful shloka follows further. Pita, we have to start from this 43rd shloka. Pitasi lokasya characharasya tvamasya pujyascha gururgariyan natvat samostyabhyadika kutonyo lokatrayepya pratima prabhava. Tvam asya characharasya lokasya pita cha gariyan guruhu pujahasi. What he's saying, he's again praising Shri Krishna. Asya chara chara achara. We all know that the Srishti consists of both movable and immovable creatures. You are the Pita, Father, you are the caretaker of whom all the moving and unmoving creatures on this universe. You are the greatest Guru, you are the greatest teacher, who nobody can even touch your greatness. Nobody can come close to your might. Forget about anything being greater than you. You are Puj. Nobody is as great as you. You are the only worshipable thing one can think about. And your effect is beyond description. Apratima Prabhava. You are the creator. Pita is what? Not only just the caretaker, he is also the creator. You are the creator as well as the caretaker of all the immobile and mobile things that exist in the world. You are the greatest. Pujyascha and sacred. Pujyascha Gurur Gariyan, most adorable, most sacred you are. And he's also expressing that forget about here the adjective that he has used is so beautiful. Apratima Prabhava. Apratima Prabhava. The one whose power is unparalleled, unequaled. Nobody can come even close to that. That is the unparalleled power that you have. You are the one whose effect, Prabhava, whose effect is unparalleled. And there is nobody who can come equal to you. So there is no question of anybody excelling you. Here what it says is, and not only in this one world, lokatraye tvat samaha api anyah nasti. Lokatraye, in all the three worlds that I know, in all the worlds, in fact, that we know, tvat samaha, like you, there is absolutely nobody who can ever exist. So if there is nobody who can come even equal to you, there is no question. Abhyadhikaha to kutaha. There is no question of anybody being more powerful than you. Arjun is full of this gratitude and praise for Krishna. And he is also feeling in the mind that it is like, you get Amrit to drink. It is such a big blessing in the life to get Amrit to drink. And suppose you, without realizing that this is Amrit, you used to gargle it. How it will be? You think it is just normal water and a gargle. Like that situation Arjun is in. I had Parampita Paramatma as my friend. And instead of worshipping him, respecting him, being, singing prayers for him, what have I done? I have treated him like my equal. And he feels so fearful. He's also full of this guilt. And this unmatched greatness, he's further offering his prayers of forgiveness. And again, he's also expressing his love. He has to convince Krishna that this was out of ignorance. This is purely out of love that I have behaved in this way. So he continues, Tasmat pranamya pranidaya kayam prasadaye tvamahamisha medyam piteva putrasya sakheva sakhyuf priyah priyayarhasi deva sodhum. So beautiful. This is such a sweet verse, a very loving verse. See what all Arjun is asking Shri Krishna. He is saying, you have to forgive me. You have to forgive me in whichever way you want, but he has given 3 examples. Very beautifully, he is seeking forgiveness. And what makes us understand that he's seeking forgiveness? From the adjectives that they use for each other, we also understand the emotion that they all are expressing. Here, what is he saying? Priyayar hasi deva sodum. The word that Arjun has used here is deva. He is not saying, hey Krishna, hey Madhusudana. This is what he was saying earlier. But now what he is saying, Deva, means, hey God. Now he has realized that he is God, and also that you are the one whom I'm seeking something. So he is saying, praising, addressing him as Deva. And what is he asking for? You are a worshipable deity. And so what you have to do, I am doing pranam to you. How am I doing pranam to you? Tasmat pranamya pranidhaya kayam. I bow down to you. Sashtang dandavat. When we visit temples, we do that. Full body we'll offer at the feet of the Parampita Paramatma, at the feet of Bhagwan. So I am doing a kayam pranidhaya, means doing a dandavat pranam to you. I want you to forgive me, and I'm going down to you. I'm offering my entire body to you, doing dandavat pranam to you. Be pleased to me, I believe. Be happy with me, please. Be pleased with me. How? Your idiom. See here, what he is saying is, Prasadaye tvamahamisha medyam. The one who is worshipable, the one whose praises should be sung. Again, even he's not just saying, just be happy with me. There also he's adding a few words of praise. You are the one who is worshipable. Isha, you are the one whose prayers should be sung. You please be happy with me. Prasidaye. And prasidaye in which form? How I want you to be happy with me? In these 3 forms. Piteva putrasya sakheva sakhyuf priyah priyayar hasideva sodum. First way, pita eva putrasya. Out of love, what will a father do? He will always forgive the son. No matter what the son has done, he will be angry. He might even punish. But ultimately what he will do, he will be forgiving the child. Pita iva putrasya. Sakha iva sakhyuf. We all know in friendship, we keep saying to each other, no, sorry, no, thank you in friendship. No matter what. Okay, no sorry. It's okay. Whatever you have done, we'll forgive because you're my friend. That kind of emotion, even as friends, emotion, human beings, we always have. He's saying, just consider, if you don't want to consider that pita iva putrasya, not as a father, then at least as a friend you forgive me. If not that, at least priya iva priyayaha, means how a husband will, they have to live together, the husband and wife, always. How a husband will forgive everything from his wife. Okay, my wife, fine, no problem. Little salt is less in the food, no problem. Small things they might say, but ultimately they'll forgive, and they will try to have happiness in the relationship amongst themselves. That way, how a son will be forgiven by the father, how a friend will be forgiven by another friend, how a wife, Priyaya, will be forgiven by a loving husband. That way, hey Shri Krishna, you also let go my sins. You also please forgive me. These are basically three kinds of bhaktis here. Swamiji says there are three. We all have heard of the Navavidha bhakti. And in that, the first type of bhakti that here he is saying, Pita iva putrasya, that is Lalan bhakti, where the form of devotion is such which depicts the parental love. The one that was depicted by Ramakrishna, Sri Ramakrishna ji. Sri Ramakrishna considered Mata Jagdamba, goddess Jagdamba, as his mother. So much motherly love, that kind of devotion, you will be described by the Lalan Bhakti. And this is the first type of bhakti Arjuna is expressing. Sakha Bhakti. The second, the one that Arjuna and Shri Krishna have amongst each other. See, and this he has proven. He was a bhakta. Arjuna was not only just, he has chosen to be with Shri Krishna all the time. So the kind of bhakti, the kind of devotion that Arjuna has for Shri Krishna, Sakha Bhakti, Madhurya Bhakti, the beautiful emotion that exists between the husband and wife, that kind of, the one of love, the Madhurya Bhakti, the emotion of love that was there, that kind of devotion is expressed. So in all these three ways, what Shri Arjuna is saying, Deva Sodham, forgive me, O God. And ultimately, after seeking all this forgiveness, he's also adding his another wish. Because Arjuna is also very intelligent. He is a devotee. He is very intelligent and he is a very learned person. After seeing all this also, there is now he wants to see another form of Shri Krishna. And gradually, very beautifully, he put forward his next wish. Adrashta purvam rishitosmi drashtva bhayena cha pravyathitam manomi tadeva me darshaya deva rupam prasita devesha cha kandavasa. What he has seen so far, he has seen the Vishwaroop. What is in the Vishwaroop? It's a vast, endless roop which has so many different forms. Everything under the sky he has seen in this Vishwaroop. Now he is in the battlefield. He also wants to see the Kshatriya Roop, the one that is of the warrior. Okay, gradually he's wanting to take the request towards that. But before that, he is expressing in this particular shloka the emotion that he has undergone while seeing this Vishwaroop. Adrishta purvam rishitosmi srishtva. The moment this form that you have shown me, it is never seen before. Adrishta purvam. It has never been seen before. And what emotion is it arising in me? Rishitosmi. Rishitosmi means I'm thrilled. I'm extremely excited on seeing this particular form. What I have seen, what I have witnessed is completely unprecedented. I am very thrilled. And this has been seen. There are different forms of Shri Krishna, different forms of Vishwaroop, different forms Shri Krishna has shown to other people, but what he has shown to Arjun, it is a limitless, unbounded form. He has shown Vishwaroop to Mata Yashoda also. And there what he has shown is a very limited form. Here it is limitless, unbounded, for as long as you want to see. See whatever Mama Dehe Gudakesha. See everything that you want to see. That kind of beautiful thing he has seen. So he's saying, I am very happy, Rishitosmi, but at the same time, Chame Manah Bhayena Pravyatita, my mind is full of what? It is full of fear. I am very happy. I am excited. Okay, see, how dare he say I'm not liking this form? But he's saying I'm happy. I'm excited to see this. But at the same time, my mind is pained. I'm very, very scared. This humongous form, this beautiful form, it is respectable. It is a very worshipable form. It is beautiful. I can see the entire universe, and it is a very enchanting form. But at the same time, I am full of distress. How do I talk about it? See, when he's seeing this mesmerizing form, he also wants to have a conversation with that form. He wants to talk. Now, to whom can he talk? There are so many mouths and such big mouths. Every mouth is having a different expression. I cannot, now if I'm talking, which mouth do I look at for a response? I cannot understand whom to talk to. Not only that, I also want to embrace you. They are friends. If they see something exciting, they want to discuss something, I also want to embrace you. You are so Sahasra Bahu, Aneka Bahu, Daravaktra Netram, so many arms. How my arms are little, only two small hands I have. How can I embrace you? How can I hug you? I don't know. I am so Jagan Nivasa. Here, what are the things he's saying? That Deva Rupam Eva me Darshaya. I want to see your another form. Which form? The Hey Jagan Nivasa. This form is the one in which the entire universe, the entire world is residing. But I want to see your another form. I want to see your godly form. So please show me your Chaturbhuj form. Further, he is going to say, see, this also expresses a very important emotion, an important thought process that we human beings have. There are many people, who try to teach meditation. They will want, okay, sit, meditate, close your eyes, breathe in, breathe out, all those things. But unless you have a form to meditate upon, unless you don't know whom to meditate upon, where is this entire meditation? How will you ever be able to focus on God? This one important thing. Many people want to feel that, okay, we have to meditate upon the Nirakar Paramatma. It is not possible. The limitation of the human brain is that it needs an imaginative form. We need a form to focus on. So here Swamiji tells a very important thing, that this Sakar Bhakti, where we do the daily worship, daily puja, unless somebody does that, we cannot just become masters of meditation. We cannot sit and start doing meditation on just nothing or on just breathe. No, we need a Krishnaji. Why we call it is a limitation? We all are human beings, and we have 5 senses. We are all governed by these 5 senses, and more importantly, the mana, the mind. Our hands need to do something. Our eyes, God has given us eyes, they need to see something. We have a mind, it has to be focused on something. And then why should we just stop or not? No, don't see anything. Don't close your eyes, close your ears, and don't do anything. How can that put them to use, put these organs to use? And if you want to see something, see the form of Krishna. See the form of Krishna in everything. If you want to talk, we all need to talk. Sing the bhajans of God. Sing the chants of Shri Krishna. What is more purifying than singing the chants of God? We need to hear. We are made of these sense organs. These organs need to be utilized. We are bound to hear something. No matter how much time you close your ears, that is not the form of meditation that we want to do. We have to hear something. Listen to the praise of Shri Krishna. Listen to the beautiful chants that have been composed. Listen to the beautiful kathas, Mahabharat Katha, Bhagavad Katha. Without this, there is no purpose of human life. We have to live. We have to live. We have to earn. We have to do everything. But everything should go hand in hand. And our senses should be fed with the fodder of what? Bhakti. With the fodder of devotion. And to achieve that devotion, our senses need to first have this habit of following the God himself. This is the most important thing. From this shloka, we should understand that just looking at a candle and meditating, that is not possible. We have to have this daily habit of worshipping. Then only gradually we will be able to stabilize our mind and focus on whom? Focus on the God. And when Shri Krishna, Arjun realizes, no matter how much Vishwarup I am seeing, I want to see the gods smaller, more sizable form, a sizable form, a beautiful form that he wishes to see. He has explained, Kiritinangadinain chakrahastam ichchamitvan drashtumaham tathaivam tenaiva rupena chaturbhujena sahasrabaho bhava vishwamurte. What I want to see? I want to see your Chaturbhuj Roop. First, it was Sahasrabahu, thousands of, countless, limitless number of arms. Now he's saying, hi, this is not beyond my comprehension. Come to a sizable form, hey Shri Krishna. Show me your Chaturbhuj Roop. And how is this Chaturbhuj Roop? Kiritinangadinain chakrahastam. It has kirita, the one which has a crown. Gadina, gada. It has a mace. And what discus? The chakra. Without that, what Murti of Shri Krishna will enjoy? The moment, see, I can see the smiling faces. The moment this Kiritinangadinain, the moment I say the crown and the chakra and the gada, there are smiles on everybody's faces because we all love that form. It is the beautiful form, one with gada, chakra, lotus in one hand, Chaturbhuj Roop. We all love that form, and Arjun is saying, Ichcha mitvan drashta mahantathaiva. That is the form I want to see. This is the Chaturbhuj Roop I want to see. And here now, please don't show me. This is a beautiful form, Vishwamurti, but it is enough. Bas. I have seen this Vishwamurti, but now I want to see this beautiful form of yours. And this entire Vishwamurti, it is your symbolic form. And this is what we have to understand, that ultimately this Adhyay teaches us to see God in all beings. This Adhyay teaches us to take away all the fears, because Vishwarup, it definitely makes us fearless. But at the same time, this pleasure, see, it is making me fearless, it is making me fearless, it is giving us lot of knowledge is one thing. But when it comes to pure pleasure of seeing Shri Krishna, that pleasure is in what? Is in seeing the Chaturbhuj and the Dvibhuj. Dvi means two. Bhuj is arms. Dvibhuj is two arms. And Chaturbhuj is four arms. So he has requested now for what? The Chaturbhuj. This request I only made, Arjun saying, I only made this request to show me the Vishwarup, Sahasrabahu, but now I have seen this form, I want to see your Chaturbhuj form. And Shri Krishna says, Shri Krishna will always do whatever Arjun is saying, because he so dearly loves Arjun, isn't it? Shri Bhagavan Vacham Maya Prasannena Tavarjunenam Rupam Parandarshatamaatmayogat Tejomayam Vishwamanantamatyai Anme Tvadanyena Nadrashtapurvam. What Shri Krishna is saying, I am extremely pleased with you, hey Arjun. You don't worry. See, Shri Krishna is also able to make out that Arjun is scared. He's also worried that I am, because he's saying Prasida, Prasida, so many times Prasida, be happy with me. He's understanding that, okay, this Arjun is thinking that I'm unhappy with him. So this doubt also Shri Krishna is clarifying that, oh, I'm very happy with you. I'm extremely pleased with you. And that is why Atma Yoga, what I have done out of my yogic power. Arjun Prasannena Maya Atma Yogat idam me rupam tava darshitam. Means I have shown you this, my entire form. Out of what? Out of my yogic power. I have shown you this magnificent form because of my yogic power. And how is this form? In his own words, Shri Krishna has briefly described it. It is Paran, it is supreme, it is Tejomayam. Tejomayam, it is full of brilliance. Adyam Anantam Vishwam. This is the form that I have shown you, hey Arjun. This is the form, it is the form, endless form, where the entire universe begins. Everything in this universe begins from this endless form of mine. And this form, I have shown it to you. We have to understand that this form has been shown by Shri Krishna for what? To make Arjun explain God in completeness, holistically understanding the God, right? So that he can comprehend the God completely. And whatever magnificence that Shri Krishna has shown, it has not been seen anywhere earlier. Yat vadanyena na drishtapurvam. Nobody has ever seen it. Before this, we know Yashoda Maya was also shown the form. It was a limited form. Even Duryodhan was shown. So when Shri Krishna went as a Shanti Doot in Duryodhan's court, what had happened? Duryodhan ordered what? He's a Shanti Doot, and Shri Krishna was trying to convince Duryodhan, no, you should not go ahead with this war. While he was explaining this, Duryodhan got extremely angry, and he ordered what? He ordered his soldiers to capture Shri Krishna. And the moment he ordered that, what Shri Krishna did, he took a Virat root. He has taken a Virat form. Everybody has seen that Virat root. Duryodhan has seen. That time he took that form to what? Scare Duryodhan. So that he becomes scared of this war. He is not प्यार से नहीं समझ रहा, is not understanding by love. Let me show him my Virat root. Maybe with the fear he will understand. But Duryodhan is Duryodhan, extremely ignorant. He went ahead with the battle. But this Virat form, again, that was also a limited form. It was not a complete Vishwaroop that Arjun has seen. So this form is completely unseen before. And with that, he has reiterated that this is the form where the entire world appears, and all the avatars, all the incarnations are also appearing from this particular. This avatars or the incarnations are like, waves on the ocean of this Vishwaroop. Like a wave, a new avatar will come. All the Dashavatars that we see, all the Dashavatars we know, they are like the waves on the ocean of this Vishwaroop. So whatever Shri Krishna has told to Arjun, he is very clearly telling that this is the root of all the knowledge. This is the crux, basic crux of all the knowledge. This is the root of all the knowledge. And it is a great fortune that is coming not even by the studies of Vedas, not even by Yajnas. No, you are so lucky. And indirectly he's telling Arjun, you are so lucky to get to see this. Na Veda Yajna Adhyayanair na Danair na Chakriyabhir na Tapo Virugraih Evam Rupa Shakya Ahandra Loke Drashtun Tvadanyena Kuru Pravira. What he is telling here, Kuru Pravira. Kuru Pravira, see the different names with which they call each other. They are beautiful. The best amongst the Kuru. At different places, Shri Krishna addresses Arjun with different adjectives to instill what? Confidence in him. Mahabaho, You are the great courageous one. You are the victorious one. He Kaunteya. Just reminding him of what Kunti Mata has taught him, how your upbringing is, what has she taught you, how to follow the dharma, and what are you doing. Whenever he wants to remind him of the lessons that Kunti Mata has taught, he is calling him as Kaunteya, Pandava, Dhananjaya. Different adjectives at different points of time. Here he is saying Kuru Pravira. You are the greatest amongst the Kurus. You are the only lucky one to get to see. Again, by saying the Shrestha, he is reminding him of how lucky you are. To get to see, because the form that you are seeing, it is a form that no amount of studies of Vedas, no amount of yajna, how many yajna you do, whatever is being done, na kriyavir na tapovir, what penance you do, whatever other actions you do, whatever rituals you follow, this form is not going to be visible. So should we abandon all those things? No. Why? Because that is the first step. Yes, no amount of study of Vedas can earn you the vision that you got. But also remember, Vedas teach you what you cannot learn anywhere else. It is the ultimate teacher. Ultimate things, everything that a person wants to learn can learn from Vedas. But what Pratyakshik I am showing you, it is just a practical of what you will learn from the Vedas. The Vedas will teach you how the form is, how Paramatma is. It will give you the theoretical knowledge, but the practical that you have seen is not going to come from there. No amount of Veda studies, no amount of studies of Vedas, no amount of studies of yajnas, etc. can give you this kind of form. It is impossible. Evam rupa shakya ahandruloke. This is not, it is almost impossible to see this form. But how can we get to see this form? That answer also Sri Krishna will be giving us on his own. And while he is explaining this, that this without this also you are getting to see, you are so lucky Arjun, you are getting to see all this, and you are lamenting. Mate vyatha macha vimuna bhavo drishtva rupam ghoramidram vamenam vyapeta vifrita mana punastvanta deva me rupamidam prapashyam. What he's saying, okay, I do all this, you are lucky, you don't realize, but now don't be sad. Mate vyatha. And whatever this baffled expression you are having on your face, your confused expression that you are having on your face, don't have that. Don't be distressed, Arjun. Don't be confused by seeing me in this form. Don't be scared. Vyapeta bhif. Vyapeta bhif means be free from this fear. Don't be scared of me. With a loving heart, you have to pause this. And this form has everything, Brahma, Vishnu, everything. But for you, I will manifest myself into what? Into the four-armed form, the Chaturbhuj form. For you, I will do that. And tadeva me rupamidam prapashya. Again, the word, not only just pashya, not only just see, prapashya. Very carefully you see this four-armed form. And what transformation happens further is beautifully described by Sanjay. Sanjay is giving this narration of how this transformation is happening. Maharshi Vedavyas is explaining to us by the means of Sanjay's shloka about what is happening. Sanjaya uvacha ityarjunam vasudevastatoktva svakam rupan darshayamasa bhuyam आश्वासयामास च भीतमीनं भूत्वा पुनः सौम्यमपुर्महात्मा. What is happening? Ityarjunam vasudevastatoktva. After saying all this to Arjun, what Sri Krishna has done, after saying all this, he has shown his Chaturbhuj form, the beautiful form. So there are two stages that are covered in this particular shloka, from Vishwarup Sahasrabahu to Chaturbhuj. Okay, from Sahasrabahu to Chaturbhuj, and from Chaturbhuj to what? The Dvibhuj form. Yes, come. The two stages. And these are the three forms of Sri Krishna that we have seen in this particular chapter. the charioteer original form that converted on the request of Arjun to Vishwaroop, and then on the request again coming to the four-handed Chaturbhuj form. And why he has taken this normal form? To Ashvasayamasa Chavitamenam, only to console this frightened little Arjun. He is assuming what? His gentle two-armed form. The moment he saw the four-armed form, he turned into the two-armed form to what? To console Arjun. And the moment Arjun sees this two-armed form, what is he saying? I am relieved. All the tension gone. I was so scared. This is good. This is what is nice. No matter how much we see the Vishwaroop, how much we see everything, we all love our Thakurji. We all love our small Krishna. We love our small Kanhaiya to the best. No matter how much Vishwaroop we see, and with Arjun, we are also equally lucky. To get to read this entire description by the means of these shlokas. We should also consider ourselves very lucky. And with this, Arjuna uvacha drishtvedam manusham rupan tava saumyain janardana edani masmi samvrittasya cheta prakriting gataha. What is happening? Seeing your human form, your normal form, which I really love. What is happening? I am so peaceful. I am feeling so much at peace. It is feeling very nice. I am at peace. This is like, a mother who is trying to give badam halwa to the child. If she gives badam halwa and says, okay, please eat badam halwa, very healthy, very tasty, sweet, everything. And what this children nowadays, no, I want a pizza only. No matter how much healthy food you want to give them, they will stick to this. It is like that, No matter how, I'm showing you Vishwarupa Darshan. I'm telling you this entire thing which nobody has ever seen. And what you want my Dvibhuj form. So like that, Arjun is saying, I'm relieved. And then this, as soon as Arjun is relieved, the tone switches back to what? Anushtup Chanda. And after seeing this relief that Shri Krishna has, relief that this Arjun is having, Shri Krishna is also baffled. What is this? I have shown you this Vishwarupa Darshan. And you are saying, you are relieved now. Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā Sudardarshamidam rūpan drashtavanasi devāpyasya rūpasya nityam darshanakaṁkṣiṇah. What is he saying? I have given you this beautiful form which nobody has seen so far, and you are happy with seeing this Dvibhuj. Deva apyasya rupasya nityam darshanakaṁkṣiṇah. Gods also, this form is such that even gods every day nityam darshanakaṁkṣiṇah. They are always desiring, waiting to see this form. They are desirous always to see this Vishwarupa Darshan. You are saying that you are happy to see me like this with two hands. This Sudurdarsha. Durdarsha means very hard to see. And Sudurdarsha means very, very hard to see this particular form. And this very, very difficult form to see. That form I have shown you. And you are saying that you are happy with this two-handed form. Naham vedairna tapasa nadhanena nachijyayam shakya evam vidho drashtun drashtavanasi mayatha. The form that you have seen, so that cannot be seen easily neither by the Vedas, the study of the Vedas. Naham vedairna tapasa. By meditation also you will not be able to see. By any difficult penance also you will not be able to see. Na danena, na chejaya. By charity also you will not be able to see. No matter how much charity you are not going to be able to see this kind of form. And no amount of sacrifices, no amount of charity will earn you what you have earned, Arjun. So this gives rise to one question. So should we stop doing all this Ved Yajna? Then we are not going to get this Vishwarup form. So should we stop doing this? No. 18th chapter, Shri Krishna has very clearly said, Yajnadana tapakarma natya jangaryameva tat. Irrespective of anything, these things should never be stopped. Yajna, dana, tapa, karma, natyajam. They should never be avoided. They should never be stopped at any cost. So what is it? If not by Vedas, study of Vedas, not by tapa, not by anything, this form I'm not going to be able to see. By what can we see this form? How can we see this form? And with this come the two most important shlokas. Shri Krishna himself describing how a sadhak can strive to see the Vishwarupa Darshan, can strive to come close to becoming Arjun and being able to see this form. Beautiful, two very important shlokas of this chapter come where Shri Krishna himself is explaining what can be done to achieve this Vishwarupa Darshan. Bhaktya tvananyaya shakya ahamevam vidhorjuna Jnatun drashtuin cha tatvena praveshtuin cha parantapa bhaktya tvananyaya shakya. This is possible by what? Ananya bhakti. Bhaktya tu ananya shakya. This is possible by ananya bhakti. Ahamevam vidho Arjuna. And what is this ananya bhakti? This is a single-minded devotion towards me. This is the single-minded devotion towards me. A person can attain this form. What is the single-minded devotion? This is a rainy season, isn't it? And we have rain showering throughout the country, throughout the world. The rains. When a drop is falling from the cloud, the only place it knows where it is going, I have to head towards the earth. There is no other way to go. No matter how many winds are making me flow here and there, I am heading only towards the earth. There is only one direction. Only one direction that is I am heading towards is the earth. So there is only one direction to go in a sadhak's life. If there is just one direction to go, that is towards the God, it is Ananyaya Bhakti. Recently, our Chandrayaan-3 landed on the moon, isn't it? And what is it that all the patriotic Indians, what they wanted? When we saw 18 meters above this lunar surface, at 12 meters above the lunar surface, desperately crores of people, the landing should be successful. Ananya, there is no other result we want. We only want a successful landing. Ananya, there is no other result, no other thing we want. And the only thing that we want is this mission to be successful. The only thing that I want in my life is my mission of bhakti should be successful. My mission of achieving the God should be successful. That is the only thing a sadhak wants. That is Ananya Bhakti. There are so many ways of understanding this Ananya Bhakti. And when this Ananya Bhakti is done, you can understand God in three ways. Nyatun, one can understand God. They will know. Then drashtoincha, you will be able to see me. And how will you be able to see? Tatvena means as it is, in the fact, as it is knowledge, you will get the practical that Shri Krishna has given to Arjun. That way, this exact practical, in the truest sense, you will be able to understand. This will be the Ananya Bhakti. So, and Praveshtum is what? Praveshtum is what? Entering in this form. Entering. We can enter the form of God. Now, what does that mean? First, we should not forget that we are already a part of Vishwarup. We are not separate from Vishwarup. Arjun has seen Vishwarup as a distinct thing, as a distinct vision. But we have to understand that we are already a part of Vishwarup. We are already in him and we are already residing in him. But what is coming in between? The ego, I. This ego, this aham, this ego is always keeping us what? Away from this realization that we are already a part of God. And not only just we, everything else around us is a part of the God. This we fail to realize. Why? Because we consider ourselves separate. The separation has not come, this vision of separation has not come from God. This vision of separation is within us. We have to understand that this within us, and this we have to change. And how that will happen? By having this ananya bhakti, that conviction has to be there. A very simple example of conviction. Suppose people go to malls or shops, markets, anywhere. A mother and a child once went to the market, and this child was a very adamant one. We wanted this toy, which the mother refused to buy, and he's now, I want it. In that hassle of buying, not buying, in that entire crowd, mother accidentally left the hand of this child, and this child was lost. And the mother was nowhere around. And what happened? This child is angry. All those, after those initial emotions, he realized that I am lost. My mother is nowhere around me. And now what happens? He is wanting, like, okay, after some time, that the happiness of that, the joy that that toy was giving is also lost. And now he's like, I don't want these toys. And he starts crying, I want my mother. The shopkeeper says, no, you have this toy. Okay, you take it home. Okay, you eat a chocolate. Okay, not chocolate, I can eat ice cream, but just stop crying. But what this child is crying for, I want my mother and mother alone. Nothing else but the mother alone. Now this fascination of this toy is not there. When we come to this stage that the fascination of this money and other worldly things doesn't stick to us, when the fascination of things around us doesn't keep us tied, only then we reach a stage of ananya bhakti, that I want only God. Okay, money, everything is fine, but what I want is only God. And what we have to ask for God also. There's a very small, beautiful story of Swami Vivekananda also, where he, there was a time when his father had expired and they were in a financially weak condition. They needed a lot of money. There were debts and the family was not able to sustain this. And Vivekananda ji had already found Ramakrishna ji, Sri Ramakrishna, that, as a guru. He wanted that he told, this is my condition now. No, you are telling me to follow the path of God, but how do I survive? He said, okay, see, I will tell my Kali Mata. She will give you whatever you want. You will get darshan of Kali Mata. You ask her whatever you want, money you want, whatever you want, you just ask her. He said, okay, fine. And with Vivekananda ji went inside, he saw Pratyaksha darshan of Kali Mata, and he forgot everything what he wants. He said, you give me knowledge, you give me devotion, you give me bhakti. And then he asked that and he came out. Ramakrishna ji said, did you ask what you wanted? He said, no, the moment I saw her, I could only ask for this. He said, okay, I'll give you another chance. He went inside. Again, the same thing happened. And he said, could you ask for money? No, I couldn't ask for the money. Again, the same thing. Three chances he gave. All the time, same thing happened, and Vivekananda ji understood. The only thing that ultimately matters is my strong conviction that I want to know the God, this knowledge I want this God. So Sri Ramakrishna said, these worldly things are small toys. You can get them for the sake of your family. You'll get what you want. But what you have asked to God is the real gift that you could have ever got. This is the biggest blessing that you would have got. And we know how beautiful his story for the life story is. So all this will happen when there is this ananya bhakti, and when we ourselves don't keep this distinction from the God. And for this, how to achieve this stage? This very beautiful, extremely important shloka follows, and Shri Krishna explains very beautifully. A very crucial shloka comes. Matkarma krin matparamo madbhaktas sangavarjitah nirvairas sarvabhuteshu yassamamedi pandava. This shloka, Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya ji says that this particular shlok, it is a summary of entire Bhagavad Gita. And rightly so, because it is explaining the most important things that one should strive to do to attain that Ananya Bhakti. What he has told are 5 crucial things, 5 things that a sadhak should imbibe in their life, it should have in their lives. Out of these, 3 are things that one should do, and 2 are things they should avoid. So in short, in nowadays language, we say do's and don'ts of something. So do's and don'ts of the bhakta, do's and don'ts of the sadhak are explained in this particular shloka. What are they? There are 3 do's and there are 2 don'ts. The first 3, mat karma krit, do all the actions. For whom? For me. All the actions should be done in only one direction, that is, they should be done for me. Whenever an act is done, it should not be for, as if, that feeling, ego should not be there. I am the one who is doing. So gradually what happens, initially we start, hey Bhagwan karwa de, oh God, let this happen, let this action be done. And the moment it is done, we'll say, maine kar liya, Bhagwan ne mujhe kya diya. That feeling immediately grips. That should be avoided. Whatever action we are doing should be focused in which direction? In the direction of God. Mat karma krit mat parama. Look at me as the supreme. You have to understand that who is the supreme here? The God. Understand the God. looks upon me. The sadhak who does all the actions for me, a sadhak who looks upon me as the supreme, and mad bhakta. He is completely devoted to me. His entire dedication is towards whom? Towards God himself. And there is no other way to go. And the 2 don'ts, the 5 things. Sangavarjita, the 4th thing that it falls in the list of things that we should avoid is Sangavarjita. What is the thing that has to be abandoned? It should be, a person should be free from all the attachments. Like what? So everything, this is mine. This is, this belongs to me. Or just because this is mine, I like it. There are 2 children, both of them are fighting, but no matter who is wrong, my child is always correct. That is attachment. So one should be free of all sorts of attachment. And nirvaira sarvabhuteshu, very important. No feeling of enmity towards anybody. So does that mean that we, leave all these wars, everything? Wherever, whatever action is required, that has to be done. But the feeling of enmity should not be there. In Pasayana and in all the prayers that Gyaneshwar Maharaj also asks for us, for the mankind, what does he say? He says that whatever is the bad thing, bad quality, dushton ka dushtapan, means the bad quality should be, the bad person, the person who is behaving badly, that person need not be destroyed. You don't have to be enemy with a person, but what you are not liking in that person, that we should try to change. That is the only thing. So you should be able to keep these 2 things separate. When Ram killed Ravan, what happened? When Ravan's last rites had to be done, and his brother said, I will not do, I refuse. Vibhishan said, I refuse to consider him my brother. I will not do the last rites for him. In that situation, what Ram said, okay, you consider him as my brother and do the last rites. This is the feeling. The enmity was not towards that person. It was only for the tamogun, whatever was bad in his, those qualities are the ones which are worth hating, but not the person himself. No matter how much suffering Gyaneshwar Maharaj and his siblings had, but ultimately what he did is, I have to do good for the society. They focused on, irrespective of what was given to them, nirvaira sarvabhuteshu. There was no feeling of enmity. And how do we attain this? When there's a beautiful prarthana at Gita Parivar, we all say, you always, start your day with this prarthana, and this entire task will become very easy for you. कर प्रणाम तेरे चरणों में, लगता हूँ अब तेरे काज, पालन करने को आज्ञा तब मैं नियुक्त होता हूँ आज. Going down to you, I will start all my activities. In which direction? Towards you. Lagta hu ab tere ka. So though I am doing these actions, whatever, from morning to the evening, office I am going, but I am going to office for you. I am cooking for my family. My family is eating, but by means of feeding my family, I am feeding you. Every action that I am doing is being done for you. And how? What is the other prayer? It is saying, mat parama, अंतर में स्थित रहत मेरी, बागडोर पकड़े रहना, निपट निरंकुश चंचल मन को सावधान करते रहना. Don't only be the charioteer for Arjun, you become a charioteer for me. And what kind of charioteer? Not sitting outside, sit in my mind. Antara mein sthit, you sit in me, within me, and savadhana karte rehna. Please put up a word of caution every time this ego increases. Hey Shri Krishna, hey Paramatma, keep warning me that I don't fall prey to this ego. This beautiful prayer, if we sing every morning, we will be able to attain this thing. Antaryami ko antasthit, dekh sashankit hove man, papa vasana uthte hi ho, nash laaj se vah jalapun. What it is here further, whenever I'm seeing around me, antaryami ko antasthate, wherever I'm seeing, I should see only you in other people, and not only in people, in all other creatures. Wherever I see, I should be able to see only you. जीवों का कलरव जो दिन भर सुनने में मेरे आवे, तेरा ही गुण गान जान मन प्रमुदित हो अति सुख पावे. तू ही है सर्वत्र व्याप्त हरि, तुझ में यह सारा संसार, इसी भावना से अंतर भर मिलूं सभी से तुझे निहार. Wherever I see, whatever I hear, may it be your praise. Wherever I see you, I should be able to see you only. Tu hi hai sarvatra. Everywhere I see you only. And whatever I'm going to do with my senses, pratipala nij indriya samuha se, whatever I'm doing with my sense organs, जो भी कुछ आचार करूं, whatever actions I am doing, they should all be only to appease you. केवल तुझे रिझाने को बस तेरा ही व्यवहार करूं. Whatever my actions, my senses, my all actions should be invested only in you. Whatever I am doing is all, everything dedicated only to you. कर प्रणाम तेरे चरणों में, लगता हूँ अब तेरे काज, पालन करने को आज्ञा तब मैं नियुक्त होता हूँ आज. And with this emotion deeply embedded in our hearts, we should all live our lives, and ultimately what will happen? We will be able to become a Uttam Bhakta, the best devotee. And this is where the entire direction of this chapter is heading. Mat karma krim mat paramo. We can see that this entire direction is now, this entire chapter is going in the direction of Bhakti Yoga, where Shri Krishna has gradually turned this entire flow towards how a good devotee is. Naturally, Arjun comes up with a question that, okay, this is how it is amongst the two types of bhakt. One who appreciate your Vishwarup, and the ones who see your Sakarup. Amongst them, who is your favorite? That question naturally comes to Arjun. And from there, Vyasji has differentiated into a separate chapter called Bhakti Yoga. This is a beautiful chapter that we have seen. With these correct emotions, understanding this last chapter, last shloka appropriately, embedding it in our lives, we can lead a very beautiful life of a beautiful sadhak, have a beautiful journey. With that, we come to an end of this chapter. Hari Om. Om Tat Sadite Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Vishvarupa Darshana Yogo Namai Kadashodhyayah. Hari Om Tat Sat. With this, I offer the entire discourse at the feet of Shri Krishna and Swamiji. Whatever I have learned so far from our gurus, Varnikar Kakaji, Kakiji, Sanjay Bhaiya, Ashu Bhaiya, I offer everything to them. Hari Om. Jai Shri Krishna. Om Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Didi. It was thank you, Didi, for making us the divine meaning of Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga. Now it's time for the question answer session. Please everyone raise your hand and wait for your chance to come and start your video. So first we have Usha Ramani ji. Yes.
Jai Shri Krishna. Sharamani Devi, please.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Happy Krishnastami to everyone.
Happy
So,
Krishnastami.
Krishnastami, before Krishnastami, you have showed a Vishwarupa Darshana of this chapter is so beautiful, really. We enjoyed it thoroughly and we seek for his blessings. And I have in 43, Samascha Pujyasya Gurur Gariyan. That Gurur Gariyan means this. What's the actual meaning?
Guru means the
Guru,
teacher. You
yeah,
know.
teacher. Yeah.
Gariyan means the greatest. Gariyan means the greatest amongst the gurus. There also there is a degree. So you are the greatest guru. Guru Gariyan. Amongst the gurus,
Jagat.
also the great. Jagat Guru, like that.
Jagat Guru. Vasudeva Sutam.
Yes.
Krishna Mande Jagat Guru. And Kutonyo. Kuton. That next line.
That means Kutaha Anyaha. Means here what he is saying, there is nobody who can be like you. Tvat sama na anya.
Nobody is
there
equal to
nobody.
you.
Abhyadikaha kutaha means who can be more superior. If there is nobody even equal to you, forget about anybody above you also.
Okay.
Abhyadikaha means greater than you.
Thank you. And the last you told about the last one is very important. It is summary of Bhagavad Gita. So that is last charana. Yes samamiti pandava. Yes samamiti pandava. That's what is pandava. Last one 55. Nirvaira
sarvabhuteshu yassamami
yassamamiti pandava.
Yassamamiti. Yeah, that is just mahamamiti. They will attain me. So all these 5 do's and don'ts are the sadhak who follows these 5 do's and don'ts. So mameti, they will be united with me. They will attain me. Hey Pandav, they will attain me.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.
Neetaji. Unmute yourself.
Jai Shri Krishna, very amazing explanation. I want to know exactly how many people saw the Vishwaroop. One was Arjuna himself, Yashodhama. Then you said Duryodhan, of which I was.
See the Vishwaroop. He saw Virataroop. So when he had ordered the capturing of Shri Krishna in Mahabharata, this katha comes that when he wanted him to be arrested, that time he had shown the Virat roop. Just the story is there in Mahabharata, where he showed the Virat Roop to just scare Duryodhan, and then after showing the Virat Roop, everybody was scared in that court, and then Krishna took a Saumya Roop and he went to Vidur's house for having.
Okay. And also Sanjay saw the Vishwaroop.
Yes.
So 4 people, only 4 people.
Yes.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabodhji.
Yeah.
And yes.
Jai Shri Krishna. Yeah. Pranam.
ऐसा प्रणाम। ऐसा जी मुझे कोई प्रश्न नहीं पूछना था, मुझे कुछ आपके माध्यम से गीता परिवार से रिक्वेस्ट करनी थी। मैं ग्रुप 1 में था तब भी, और अब फिर आपसे कर रहा हूँ कि मैं 82 इयर्स का हूँ। मैं किसी तरह की सेवा रेंडर नहीं कर सकता, तो अगर हम कुछ राशि डोनेट करना चाहें तो हमें गीता परिवार का या पूना की संस्था का, किसी का बैंक अकाउंट, IFSC कोड, ये कभी हमें दिया नहीं जाता ग्रुप में। अगर महीने में एक बार देते रहे तो हमारे जैसे लोग जो कुछ भी देना चाहें वो उसको कर सके। तो मैं चाहता हूं कि आप मेरी रिक्वेस्ट जो है उन लोगों तक पहुंचा दें और हमें ऐसा प्रोविजन हो ताकि अगर हम कुछ भेजना चाहें तो संस्था को रेमिट कर सकें।
There is his question is donate, he wants to donate something to Learn Gita। एक लिंक है भैया उसकी, donation.learngita.com। मैं एक बार देख के आपको बताती हूँ, बट है, there is a link, if you want you can donate there। मैं लिंक आपको चैट बॉक्स में भेजती हूँ।
थैंक यू।
हाल ही में पोर्टल पे बनी है, तो उसकी जानकारी जो देना चाहते हैं डोनेशन उन्हें दी जाती है।
हाँ, मतलब मुझे अगर ग्रुप में लिंक मिल जाए तो मैं ट्रांसफर कर सकूं अमाउंट।
जी। सो इट इज donation.learngita.com। आप जैसे help.learngita.com होता है, वैसा ही donation.learngita.com हमारी वेबसाइट पे ही है। donation.learngita.com। आप अपने फैकल्टी मेंबर्स में भी किसी को पूछ सकते हैं, आपको जानकारी दे देंगे।
Yes, donation.learngita.com।
थैंक यू।
थैंक।
सुमिता जी।
और प्रबोध भैया, आपने कहा आप सेवा नहीं दे सकते हैं, फैकल्टी ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है। आप प्रचारक बन सकते हैं। हम आपसे आप अलग से चैट पे या हम लोग बात करेंगे अगर आप।
ऐसा है दीदी, मैं वो सोच रहा था क्योंकि ज्यादातर जो चीजें हैं वो 18 से 18 to 65 है। हाँ। तो मैं बुक्स परचेज करके उसकी स्टॉल की जरूर सोच
बिल्कुल, आप ऑफलाइन स्टोर खोल सकते हैं।
हाँ, उसका मैंने सोचा है।
स्टोर डेफिनेटली यू कैन बिकम अ प्रचारक and there are so many things you can have। this हनुमान चालीसा हमारा प्राण प्रतिष्ठा का भी जो है, you can make groups for that। there is a lot you can do। ओके, काफी कुछ कर सकते हैं आप।
मैं मेनली कम से कम अपने साथ कई लोगों को लिंक दे करके उनको ज्वाइन करवा रहा हूँ। और दूसरा मेरा थॉट यही आया था कि वो more than 50 बुक्स मंगवा करके बुक्स का शुरू करूँ।
बिल्कुल, बहुत अच्छी बात है। दैट्स वेरी नाइस।
थैंक यू दीदी। प्रणाम।
जय श्री कृष्ण।
जय
श्री कृष्ण जी। सुमिता जी,
हेलो।
जय श्री कृष्ण।
जय श्री कृष्ण। जय श्री कृष्ण। In the prarthana there is dharma संस्थापकम, that means which dharma संस्थापक Krishna?
Sanatan dharma। What is the meaning of dharma? Basically dharma means everything that is worth doing, that is correct thing to do, that is dharma। Simple meaning of dharma is whatever is in the best interest of all sarva bhuteshu hitaha, all for the benefit of all the people। So that is dharma, sanatan।
अच्छा, okay, thank you दीदी। और विवेचन is very very excellent।
That is all Swami ji।
Very nice।
रमना जी।
Madam, I want to know the word enme twadanyena I want it to be separated.
You want to, yeah.
Yanme tvadanyena.
Tvadanyena na drishta purvam. It is which number I put for this?
47. 47.
Yeah. Yanme tvadanyena na drishta purvam. There's vigraha.
I want separation of that word, actual
Yat,
word.
yat, I'll tell you. It is yat tvadanyena na drishta purvam. Yat is halanta. Tvadanyena. The will be full. Danyena. Tvadanyena na drishta purvam.
Tvat anyena nahi hai. It's not like the tvat anyena. No.
That is, you can do like that, but usually the word will be tvadanyena. Tvadanyena. It is the same. Tvat anyena is also same. But tvadanyena na drishta purvam.
No. Yanme tvadanyena. Yat plus anya. Is it like that?
Yes. Yat plus tvadanyena.
Yat plus anme something has come in between.
No. Yat plus tvadanyena. I'll
No.
write it in the
Yanme tvadanyena. Yanme tvadanyena. That is the word.
See, it is, we can, so yat me tvadanyena. Sorry. Yeah, yat me tvadanyena. Me will
Yat
also.
me. Oh, yat me tvadanyena.
Yat me tvadanyena na drishta. That basically, see, vigraha cannot be done only with one charan. It will be for both together. So the anvay will not be for just one quarter. It will be for the entire line or all 4 lines together.
No, remaining part in between na has come. So the drishtapuram may be a separate word.
Yes, yes.
Isn't it? That's why I asked you this.
Yes. Now, drishtapuram is a simple word, not in the word.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Anjali ji.
Thank you, Lady. Jai Shri Krishna.
Unmute yourself, please.
Jai Shri Krishna, Didi. Anjali, Didi.
हाँ नमस्ते
Namaste.
जय श्री कृष्ण दीदी
Jai Shri Krishna.
मेरे को एक प्रश्न ऐसा है कि ये विराट रूप का कालावधि कितना था और इसका इंटेंशन क्या था अर्जुन को वॉर को तैयार करने का उसका इंटेंशन है ना पहले से ये एक मेरा क्वेश्चन है और तीसरा क्वेश्चन ऐसा है अर्जुन
पहला क्वेश्चन एक बार फिर से रिपीट करिए थोड़ी आवाज
हाँ ये कालावधि कितना था मीन्स पीरियड
ड्यूरेशन ओके
ड्यूरेशन
फिर
और दूसरा क्वेश्चन ये था उनका इंटेंशन वॉर को तैयार करने का अर्जुन को यही था ना तो फिर ये विराट रूप का और ये इसका क्या रिलेशन है कंफ्यूज हो गई मैं जरा
अच्छा सी there is this is a conversation between two friends आपका प्रश्न क्योंकि इंग्लिश विवेचन है मैं सबको बताती हूँ हर क्वेश्चन इज इन 2-3 parts. Firstly, she wants to know the duration of this entire conversation.
Yeah.
Secondly, what she says is that the intention was to prepare Arjun for war, which is not the case, Didi, I'll tell you. And if that was the intent, where is this context of showing the Vishwarupa Darshan coming? So this is her question in short for all the English viewers. Now, Didi, what happened is, firstly, the duration is around 45 minutes to an hour. 45 minutes is mujhe nahi pata. This is what I've heard from all the other sadhaks and from our seniors and Swamiji also. See, so 45 minutes to 1 hour ka ye discussion hai. Abhi, what you are saying, what is the intent of Bhagavad Gita? The intent of Bhagavad Gita is not to prepare for war. One thing we should be very clear about. As the seekers of Bhagavad Gita, as the pracharaks of Bhagavad Gita, the intent of Bhagavad Gita is to make Arjun follow his dharma, follow his own dharma. That was the only intent. In a battlefield, what is the dharma of a soldier? If we see the soldiers who are there on the battlefield, on our borders of Indian borders, if they say we will follow ahimsa, is it going to help? No. Every possible move was made to stop the war. Shri Krishna himself had gone as a Shanti Doot. So did he want the war? He didn't want the war. So much so that that's what we were discussing some time back, right? He went as a Shanti Doot, showed the Virat, but Duryodhana was not ready to listen. Now if somebody is hell-bent on killing you, You will defend. If there is adharma, if you see something wrong going on, we cannot say this is not my job, I will not have a file. What is the dharma of a kshatriya? To stop it. Tomorrow if the policemen say, I see some gadbad going on, violence going on the road, but I will not do the war, will it do? No, his dharma is to protect.
Yeah.
So the entire intent was to make him follow his dharma by his own will. It was not, see, if Shri Krishna would have ordered, he would have done it. But no, he had to be convinced that his dharma is the best thing to do. Our dharma is the best thing to do, that each and every individual should understand. That is the basic intent. And now where this Vishwarup...
But Virat Roop Darshan ka kya
I'm coming
intention
to
hai ye mere
it.
ko?
Yes, I'm coming to it. Now, when this conversation started, it was not a well thought conference meeting of some office which is going on, that this is the agenda of the meeting. What had happened? His friend, his extremely dear, lovely brother is become very sad. What we'll do, we'll go to any extent to appease him, isn't it? To make him understand. Now this is a conversation. Every time we should not forget that it is not a well thought meeting that is happening in a conference room. It is in a battlefield, in a flow of thoughts. Now these shlokas also, don't think that it was chapter was over, then second chapter. No, this went on in a conversation. If you see, sometimes if you read this chapter, this mat karma krinmat paramo, and without saying Om Shri Paramatmane Nama, etc., and start the 12th chapter, there is a continuity in it. This distinction of the chapters is being done by Bhagwan Vedavyasi. Why? For our understanding to be able to. Sometimes, we are Kali Yogi people, busy people. We don't have time to go through all 700 shlokas. So whichever part you want, you go and read. For that benefit, they did it. But this is not the intent. That is a conversation. Now, in this conversation, sometimes in the conversation, a question has come which needs a more elaborate answer. Sometimes theory, sometimes practical. So they started having that conversation, and Krishna loves Arjun dearly. No matter what they'll say. So if you two close friends are talking, every secret they'll, Ari, come, I'll show you. You want to see, na? Come, I will show you that shop. Only we'll go and show directly, isn't it? That kind of emotion was there. It was not to convince him to do something, or it was only to clear his confusion. So tomorrow if I want to buy a sari and the best friend is coming and wants to, I'll say, this is better, that is better, you want to choose, okay, come, I will take you to the shop also, you see here, you don't like, okay, close this, I'll take you to the Chaturbhuj, take you to another shop also, like that. So it is a very casual, very intrinsic conversation.
Okay.
So that is the whole purpose.
Thank
Okay,
you,
and
Didi.
it is intent and all comes for people like us who want to learn something from that conversation. For Arjun, it is just a guidance that at that point of time he needed, and Shri Krishna gave.
अर्जुन लेकिन डरे हुए थे क्या वो चतुर्भुज रूप में उनको बार बार
विश्व रूप में डर गए थे. He only has told Prabhu Vyathitantaratma, I am scared, and that's why I want to see your kirit in a small beautiful roop. I want to see, he's saying, no?
Yeah.
He's
in a hurry to see
Vishwaroop.
that his original roop.
Yeah, he wants to see the original. He was scared of the Vishwaroop.
Yeah.
That he has admitted.
Okay. Thank you very much, Didi. धन्यवाद आपको प्रणाम.
आपको भी प्रणाम.
विनीत
जी, विनीत जी, जय श्री कृष्ण.
Unmute yourself.
Please unmute भैया.
Vineet ji.
Jai Shri Krishna, I have a different question. In 9th chapter, the Lord Krishna had told that Pita Hamasya Jagta Mata Dhata Pitama Veda Pavitra Onkara Rik Sam Yajrecha. And in 10th chapter, he is saying that in the Ved, he is Rik, Sam Ved. So why there is two different opinions?
No, it is not different. Rik Sama Yaju. Well, can you just repeat that?
Pita Hamasya Jagto Mata Dhata Pitamaha Vedyo Pavitra Onkara Rik Sam Yajrecha. And in the 10th chapter, he is saying that in the Ved, I am Sam Ved. Yeah.
Amongst the Vedas, he's some Ved, he's just giving Vibhuti. It doesn't mean that other Vedas he's not there. Other Vedas also. But the prominent presence, the prominence, when he say Vibhuti, it is like, if appointing a head, like amongst these, I am this. Otherwise, every Amche, all Vedas, all this are going to be having the presence of Shri Krishna. But there it is the Vibhuti Yoga. What he is explaining there is a different thing. That context is only quite different. Here, in the 10th chapter, what has been asked is the context itself is different. Here he is telling the power points, like where is the presence felt more prominently, which will remind me of Shri Krishna. So something that is going to remind him of Shri Krishna is here it has mentioned as Samaved. But the context in the 9th chapter is little different.
Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Didi, for clarifying the doubts of all the participants. It was last but not the least, sincere thanks to Tech Team for being in the back end and making this event a grand success. Now it's time for the Samapan prayer. We have Shruti Lekhna Sundareji from Bhubaneswar.
One more hand raise is Sunanda ji.
Yes.
Ji. She raised her hand. Ji.
Yes, Didi, just thank you very much for your beautiful pravachan. I've really understood. I think I've understood. I believe that I have understood because you have really explained so well. There is not actually much question. Only one thing I want to know, the difference of cadence of the different lines. Like sometimes the lines have, there are four, how to explain? Like,
and then there are two lines. That's what you are saying?
Yes, there are two lines and there are four lines.
So
is there any particular significance?
Yes. See, it is called as Chanda. The way these are Chanda.
Yes.
So Anushtup Chanda is the one in which there are, you must be knowing this. Anushtup Chanda is the one, every shloka is into 4 quartets and one quartet will have 8 characters. For Anushtup, for Trishtup it will be 11 characters. If you count it, the number is 11. And because it is 11, it is sung in a different way. So see, this is a different way. This is a different type of rhyme or rhythmic this thing that is there. But at the same time, why this is said, when now this is just an observation that when the bhav of Arjun is changing, the rhythm is changing. So even in the second chapter, when we see Karpanya Dosho Pahata Svabhav, the bhav is changing. He is, Guru Nahatva. So wherever he is, his emotion is changing. That is
becoming emotional. Okay. Then the chanda becomes
it cannot be like a generic rule. Okay. This is general observation, but I cannot say that it is a very generic rule. But yeah, by and large, it will be how the thing is sung. And the number of characters per quartet is going to change.
It can be also in the case of Sri Krishna. When Sri Krishna is replying to Arjuna, he is also sometimes getting emotional. That is why it is becoming like...
Some important points he has also said like that. But yeah, he's just following. But there is no very well-defined rule behind which chanda is used when. At least I'm not aware of it.
Thank you, Didi. This is what I wanted to know. Excellent pravachan. Really, I waited for this the whole day. I went to a meeting and I came back on time just to attend this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your love.
Lord Krishna's
your blessings.
Grace that we have received.
Thank you. Thank you, Didi. Thank you. I always seek your blessings. Ji Premlata Didi. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna, Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you for the very beautiful pravachan. And what happened? I'm not able to see you.
Okay, but I can hear you. That is what matters. You can talk.
Yeah. Oh, something happened. Okay, I tried to unmute and something happened. But anyway, I wanted to just express my gratitude for this beautiful pravachan. And then not just a pravachan, you ended it with a beautiful song. You are just like a koel. You're not just an explanation, but you sang so beautifully.
That is a very important prayer. Everybody should go through it. We have it.
Yes, but where is that? Where can we get this song?
Where
Of course,
it is
I can. I
there
will
on
go
the
back
net,
and.
it is also there in our Gita Parivar books. It is also there on channels.
I don't know whether we can get that
But if
beautiful
you
voice
just want
also. I'll of course go to the YouTube and re-listen because it's so beautiful. The way you ended it up, it was very nice. 11th chapter, when it got over, it was different. But when you explained and then you sang the song, it was so beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I just wanted to say that. Thank you.
Thank you, Devi. Shri Krishna Devi. Pranam to you.
So moving to Samapan Kriya, we have Shruti Lekhana Sundariji from Bhubaneswar, Odisha, joined Gita Parivar in February 2023. His hobbies includes painting, cooking, serving as technical assistant, and currently doing admin job in partnership firm. Welcome, Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. Yogesham Satchidanandam Vasudevam Rajapriyam Dharma Samsthapakam Veeram Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Shri Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Didi, for the melodious prayer.
Thank you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you so much, Gita Parivar.
Now we will recite Hanuman Chalisa. Please be in the session and chant the Hanuman Chalisa.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुरु सुधारी बरनउ रघुबर विमल जसु जो दायकु फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज संहारो आपे हाकते कांपे, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा, संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है, प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई, जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा, तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजय नाथ हृदय महडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरन, मंगल मूर्ति रूप, राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुर भूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय।
Thank you everyone for attending this session. Now we'll meet in the next week. We will learn Gita, teach Gita, live Gita in your life.
Thank you, Tanushree Devi.